Hey now. 1 and 2. So, let's just get on here. Talk for a moment. I just went to see his play. It was kind of good. It was, I don't know. I'm one of those people. I like to sit back and kind of observe. Don't get me wrong, both of all of my sides like to play, but I like to sit back and observe, and I just be listening to what people be laughing at sometimes. So it was like some of those jokes. I was like, oh, people think that's funny, but it was good though. Like it wasn't like bad jokes. It was just like shit that I wouldn't expect some people to laugh at. But it was good. So the play was about how do I want to say this? Building of self-esteem going wrong, I guess you can say. I don't want to get too much about the play because I don't know like copyrights and all that other shit. Not that it matters, but to me, but somebody cares. Yeah, basically about how that shit can go real sci-fi real quick. Kind of. So it was an interesting play. I can't say it wouldn't be something that I would have been drawn to because me being in the spirit that I'm in now, like, it makes sense that I was gravitated towards a play of that nature. So it was funny. It was kind of like a little relief, almost in a sense, because, like, the premise is, you know, your alter ego, who you are when you are your best self. Whatever the hell that means. And then that person kind of like taking over. It's like the whole get out of your way. It's just kind of funny because I did just finish that book by Russ, affectionately titled Get Out of Your Way. So it was kind of like playing on that idea about how that part of you can kind of take over, and then once that part takes over, it's like you pretty much you didn't give up your rights. Like that part is taken over. So it was nice to kind of see that kind of played out where it was like, I can kind of laugh at it because that's kind of what I've been feeling like has been going on for me for the past few years. Like there has definitely been an alter ego of mine that has been taken over, and I've just been sitting back like, this what we doing now? Oh, that's what's happening. And I just been sitting there, but like, you know, coming from my, the word that's popping in my head right now is philosophical. But just thinking about it, like the way the play was staged and everything like that, it just made me think, like, instead of being the person that's in the jar, so to speak, the person that's, you know, doing the thinking or allowing the thoughts and stuff to kind of rummage in their head, when we do kind of get out of our way and allow that higher self, and I'm only saying higher self lightly because nothing is neither good nor bad, it's pretty much I don't want to say it is what it is in a cheesy sense, but at the same time, it's pretty much about the perceiver and what that good or bad is that kind of weighed on the other end of that scale. So, I mean, if I stole some food from the grocery store because my 10 brothers and sisters, little brothers and sisters needed to eat, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the scale will somehow get justified with that. But anyways, so when you kind of step outside of the jar and allow your highest self or whatever it is that you believe is, you know, guiding or steering the wheel or whatever to kind of take place, then it allows you to step back and just observe and see what's happening. So it almost feels like you kind of step out of a jar into another jar. From my point of view, where I'm at and how I just kind of perceive that play and how I coordinated it with the shit that's going on with me personally, that's just kind of how I seen it. Like, you know what, I step out of the way. I'm gonna let my highest self kind of take over and see what she do. She be doing some shit sometimes. I be looking at myself. I be like, damn, who the oh shit, I did that. And it be the simplest shit sometimes, but then that's me. I like simple shit, and she knows that. I love it. But so that's why I said it's just, to me, it's like, when I first started getting into this shit, it scared the shit out of me, because I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, we done been here for so many, and then you just want to come out here and then try to act like that's what you know. But now I'm just like, you know what? Damn, why she do that? And then I'll sit back and I'll be like, okay, I see why she did that. Okay, that's cool. So So it was kind of interesting. I like to look at things now and just say they're really interesting, and not like, sometimes it just be like a flat, like, oh, okay, that's whatever, interesting, take that. But no, like, some things that really just be like, damn, that's what's up. I don't want to say that's deep, because it can be deep depending on who's looking at it or how it's being interpreted. But to me, it's just like, damn, that is kind of interesting to just see how we can evolve in that way. And even when we step out of ourselves and we feel like we're doing something for ourselves, that's for our betterment, that's for like reaching to a higher place or reaching within to a higher place. It was kind of weird how that sounded coming out of my mouth. But I mean, through the process of that all, it's like you still change it. Like, you're still you and your core, but at the same time, like, there's a part of you that's different. Like, you're growing, you're changing, or you're going backwards. I've heard you either growing or you're dying. Like, it's not, there's really no staying in place. So that's actually an interesting topic I would like to run, with a couple of people. Like, do you believe that we actually get stuck? Is the energy just stuck, or are we just going backwards? Like, what? I don't know. It's an interesting topic maybe to broach one of these days. But as far as changing, change feels weird. But I think the change, I don't know, maybe it's the type of change, maybe it's the reason for the change, the intentions behind the change, because intention is a motherfucker. Like, I definitely have noticed how setting the intention for something, or how I feel, or what it is, how that has changed, and having to be able to cope with the side of me that wants control of everything. And instead of me looking at it like, well, my intention is to go, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I ain't gonna say that, but like, just, I don't want to just be like, oh, okay, well, my intention is I'm about to go to this play and I'm about to just, this about to happen. No, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do like, I don't want it to be like a closed-minded thing. I don't think that that's the best way to set an intention. I think the best way to set an intention is to have it, openly. And we put those intentions out there, then they have no choice but to kind of reverberate back towards us. Because that's pretty much how that goes, right? What you put out is what you put back in. And the very same thing, another topic she kind of broached on in the play was about the fact of how, since we want things, or we'll call things into us, and it'll be like, this is what you really want. And sometimes it'd be like the worst shit. And you'd be like, damn, did I really want that? And I've been having that thought kind of rummaging around in my head, in my sphere for a couple of days. Like, I really be wondering sometimes what's in my heart, just because of the situations and things that I've went through over the past few years. Like, damn, like, if my heart was weighing my heart right now, what would she be saying? Like, can I get past the gates? Do I gotta go back around, like, pull out and come back in? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder about that sometimes. Like, I don't know. I kind of been letting the thought go, trying not to, like, let it weigh me down, and just show up in those moments. Because, that's really all we can do, is show up in the moment that we have. And, like, if you're worried about something, or they say if it's something that is triggering to you, I'm gonna keep talking. But if they say if it's something that's, like, triggering to you or something like that, then I'm missing something there, It ain't gonna be a trigger if it's just nothing. If I push on a piece of my skin where there's no scar, I'm not gonna really feel anything but the indent of me pushing in. But if it's a scar there and I touch it, it's gonna be tender, So, for one, we need to stop touching scars that need to heal. For one, we as a collective, as individuals, need to stop touching scars that need to be healed. Hell, including wounds that are not necessarily wounds. Like, if your vagina is hurting, stop letting people enter it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I need somebody to say that to me like 10 years ago. That's for real. But I'm just saying. I didn't mean to put it out there like that, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Guys out there too. Your dick hurt. Your dick just... You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say it's hurting, because niggas' dicks probably gonna be hurting. They probably just want to keep sticking it in people. But, like, you know what I'm saying? You catching shit. You keep running them crazy bitches doing dumb shit. You running... Like, your dick don't really want that. It's just really trying to fuck you over. It don't want to fuck. It's trying to fuck you over. Like, but that, I don't know. Random thought. But it kind of came up when that part in the play just kind of made me think about that. Like, damn, like, for real, what do we really be wanting that we bring certain experiences onto us? You know? Hell, shit, I even went to the play with the intention I was going to talk to people afterwards. Guess what I did? Told you I'm a freeze, baby. I froze. But you know what I did differently this time? Instead of standing there froze, I decided to leave. That's what I said, and that's why I brought up the comment earlier about maybe, like, there's, and I can't say it's a good or a bad. You can't put anything on an extreme scale, because overthinking, overanalyzing me, be like, oh, that's so bad, because you had the intention, you was about to go in there, you was going to talk to people, you was going to try to mingle and get out of there and blah, 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 and get in the moment, and you'd be like, you know what? It's not that I think anybody in here is wrong or anything is wrong. I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm just not. And I'm not going to push myself to do something. I'm just not in that moment. And I'm not saying that's the best thing for everybody, because some people, they would have needed that and be like, oh, okay, you feel that joke, you feel that jump, do it. Some people need that. Me, I don't know. Maybe it's the coward in me talking, maybe it's not. But at that moment, like I said, for me it felt different, because normally I would have just stood there. I would have been like deer in headlights, just standing around like, okay, maybe we'll talk. Oh, maybe I'll look at this person. Maybe if I make eye contact with this person, then it'll get... You know what I'm saying? I would have sat there and thought about it. But this time I just looked around. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that shit to myself and make myself more anxious and more nervous and scared. I'm going to just fucking leave. Ain't nothing against you all. Nothing against me. I'm going to get my shit and then I'm going to do it. You know? And that's what I did. And I didn't feel no ways. But I did feel the extraness of energy, because I had the intention to talk to people. So I think I kind of cultivated some of that energy. Like, okay, we gonna talk to people. So I did. So I felt like, at least if I can talk about it, get it out. You know what I'm saying? At least the energy was used constructively, I guess. But I did feel good. Like I said, at least I walked out. I didn't completely freeze. And I've been trying to go with the notion of how was it said? If you're struggling to make a decision, you can't make a decision, don't do anything. And when I looked at a lot of the decisions that I made that I found myself regretting, and I say regret loosely only because I look at every single thing that has happened in my life as like, it's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that I really necessarily regret. I could have, waited on certain things or whatever, but it's nothing I necessarily regret, because they all taught me something. I either win or I learn. Either way, I'm still winning. I lost my train of thought. Getting the energy out, talking about it, dealing with it. I acknowledged it. I don't know where I was going with that. I started thinking about a situation, and then my brain was like, long story short, basically, what I just got from that is just the fact of moment to moment, we have a decision to stand up or sit down or walk or whatever it is that we need to do for that particular moment for ourselves, and not for what people expect or what we think people expect of us, or what we think our future self will want, or what we think our past self will want. our future self to do for this. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just about where you are right now. What you feeling? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? How are you? How are you feeling? And in that moment, in that theater, I looked around. I seen somebody I went to school with years ago, and that's still a weird thing for me. You know, seeing people I used to know. Again, not the same person I used to be. So seeing people I used to know is a weird thing for me right now. Like, okay. So it was just like I said, I'm proud of myself for actually just like being like, you know what, fuck this shit. I don't want to be in this weird situation. I'm about to just dip. I'm proud of myself because I wouldn't have did that before. I would have just stood and waited. Again, and it was so funny because I read this in a book like a couple of weeks ago, and it made so much sense because the guy said hate is nothing but mismanaged love. And he said anger is mismanaged sadness. And I had to think about the way that I was showing up for myself and for other people. A lot of times I had the right intention. I had the right motives behind my intentions. Like the right thoughts. But like the execution sometimes wouldn't add up. Or the things I say, they will come out in a way where it'll be harsh. Or the other person... You know what I'm saying? Like, I would know that they got the point of what I was saying, but then they would start acting differently towards me. So I'm like, okay, my approach, or, you know what I'm saying? It was usually feeling like it was something that could have been done to make the situation more palatable for all involved, and not just whatever part of me felt like it needed to get something off. Like, say, for instance, if my ego felt like it wanted to get big and it wanted to be noticed, or it decided to say something that it knew would get that other person's attention by any means necessary. Because I'm good with my words. So sometimes the words come out and they ain't always the best choice of words. So learning to just balance that and understand that there's other parts of me that need to be served as well, just as much as there are other parts of other people that need to be served. So instead of just looking at the situation and, you know, looking at maybe saying, what can I get out of it, or how can I get this person to do this or feel this way, or whatever the situation may be, instead of just doing that, again, getting out of that jar and allowing yourself to get out of the way and just observe what it is that your highest self is trying to show you, or your guides or your angels or whoever it is that you've asked for assistance with that's gotten you to this place in your life that you even questioning this, you know. Just step back and look at it. What was the reason? What was the purpose of that? Just like right now, for me, I can say I feel like my thing was tonight, it was just to make a decision. What are you going to do? How are you going to show up? You showed up, yeah. Did you feel like you had to go and you had to talk to every single person there? Did you have to leave with a friend? Did you have to do this? Did you have to do any of that? Or was that you just putting all these extra intentions and stuff on yourself? Did you just decide that you wanted to go to that play because you've been doing nothing but working for months straight? You've had no break? Your son just is like he became a teenager, and it's like every single ounce of teenagerness just came out of him on the same day. Like, it's like something just clicked in his brain. Like, oh, I'm a teenager. Stank attitude kicking in now. And it just kicked in. Well, you've been dealing with this. You've been dealing with that. So is it okay that you just decided to go to this play just to enjoy yourself and relax, and you not have to go and put on the show for instincts, for whoever or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Is it okay? You know? So, of course, there's still a part of me that's like, damn, you know, I could have met a future connect. I could have met a plug. I could have met the love of my life. I could have found the fucking fortune. The fortune of life. Wow. Fountain of youth. That was the phrase I was going for. And I want to think like, damn, I could have did that. At the same time, when I was walking away from that theater, I was like, only thing I was thinking about, first of all, getting them shoes off my feet. because the best friend trying to look nice. And I just want to say I did get dressed up, and I'm mad because I don't think enough people see me in my outfit. Because I love this jacket. This jacket is fire. I want y'all to see the whole jacket, but that's okay. I'll take a picture in it one day. Yeah, but I was like, damn, enough people did not see. That was what I was thinking. Like, damn, these shoes hurt, but dang, enough people did not see me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't where before, you know, I could have been thinking something else. It wasn't that. I was just like, It was just weird because I guess it's kind of the segue, you know, instead of me thinking how I could have showed up for those people, it was just me like, damn, what if more people could have seen me in this outfit? So I guess it's kind of a way to kind of work myself up to it, I guess, in a way. You know, when I say you look good, you feel good. Baby steps. I'm crawling, I guess, or I'm trying to crawl. I don't know. Could be. But I'm glad I said that because that just gave me a little bit of hope. I did have that thought this morning. Like, my life just felt overwhelmingly optimistic this morning. Just sickeningly optimistic. Like, oh my God, is that a rainbow? What the fuck is that? No, it's not that bad for me. I was like really just, damn, I'm okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay. Like, I don't know. I guess that's okay. It's not that I want the bad stuff. It's just a lot of times the bad stuff come, and I'm more prepared to deal with the bad stuff. So when the good stuff come, and they just rolling, I'm just like, what am I doing with this? What's happening? I'm supposed to make this better. I'm used to shit like crumbling around me, not getting better. What do I do with this? Like, how does this work? So that's just weird. It's weird. But that is kind of where I'm at. I'm not even sugarcoating it. That's the crazy thing. That is kind of where I'm at. But it's nice though. It's a nice space to be. I had the thought right now in my head, like, yeah, it would be nice if I had somebody to actually talk to and share these thoughts with out loud. But honestly, in this moment, I'm thinking, like, my son gone for the weekend. I got rid of the dog. That's alright. I hope she's okay. The cat chill now, because the dog not. When I say literally every time my cat feet touched the ground, the dog was right there. Okay? That cat is so chill. Okay? I ain't seen her this chill because the dog was here first. So the cat ain't there. Cat is chill. She's just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like when you just get rid of some energy. I ain't gonna say it's just negative as in a bad. Because my dog probably gonna go somewhere else and she'll probably be like fucking stellar goddamn dog. She just wasn't a dog for me, you know? But now it feels lighter. When I came in that first day after she left, after I dropped her off, I came in from work after that. I walked in. I was just like, oh. Like, it was like a relief. You know what I'm saying? And even, like I say, even tonight, just walking away, not feeling bad because I didn't want to talk to nobody because I want to start some stuff and I actually need to talk to people to try to get some people to volunteer to do this project with me. So I kind of need to be talking to some people right now. But the fact that I just kind of walked out of there and I'm just like, either way I'm going to be good. It's not that I'm not putting in the work. I just didn't put it in right now. And I understand at the same token, all I have right now is this very moment. I totally get that. And right now, I'm thinking it all loud. I'm talking to God at the same time and my angels. And I'm putting all this out there. Like I said, hoping my heart. I'm trying to talk to my eye too. Like, I ain't trying to convince you, sis. But I don't know what's in there. I'm just working with what I got and trying to make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? But walking out of that building tonight, just no negativity, no heaviness, no burden, no shoulds on me. I wasn't shoulding on myself. You know what? I just walked out that bitch like, it's cool. That was a nice play. I got some insight. I seen a lot of weird looking people. A lot of people you could not tell what gender they were. This is a real reality for us right now, people. I didn't mean to get that serious, and I know, but it's really kind of serious to me in my heart. Like that, this is a weird place that we're in right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not homophobic. I'm pretty sure there's a term for what I am sexually. I only say sexually, not just like who I have sex with, but who I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to people. So it's not no. I don't want to put a label on it per se, because I feel like sometimes once you put a label on something, somebody come up with something else, and you're like, damn, well that sound better. And then if you be like, well that sound better, then you got a whole host of people talking about you bandwagon, and I'm like, no motherfucker, I just realized it's a better way to explain what the fuck I've been trying to say. It's a better way. I'm gonna get on the wagon that has 4 wheels, not the one that got like 3 in a possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm just because that one's rolling, but that one is rolling. You know, so don't we want to? Whatever. I guess I can get a little confusing sometimes. You know. And it's so funny, especially considering the fact I just got rid of the dog and then talking about loyalty and shit like that. So, it's a finicky spot, but me, you know, being in a place where I ain't really got no background, no real solid foundation as far as like loyalties and shit like that. That's not something I really got. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of at a free for all for real. I ain't got nobody I gotta be loyal to. Nobody. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. I know some people gonna look at me and be like, that bitch can't be trusted. And I'm going to be like, you right. And then some people going to look at me and be like, you know what, she got the right idea. I fucks with her. And I'm going to be like, you right. You know what's going to happen at the end of the day? My ass going to go in there and give my sheets some ass and my pillow some head. Either way it go. I'm going to wake up in the morning, brush my motherfucking teeth, take a shower, and go on about my goddamn day. Because what the fuck difference do it make? The shit keep going. Did you see the last video? The shit don't ever stop. Shit keeps going. You feel me? So what difference does it make? What difference will it make? Stop shitting on yourself. Stop worrying about what the fuck that motherfucker over there said. The only motherfucker you need to worry about who got to say about anything is that one that's in there. And I said this shit years ago, and I will say it again and again and again. I may not be a scientist, but it is something that I know. There are people that are lying in a hospital right now that are completely brain dead, but they are still technically alive. Show me a person whose heart is no longer beating that's still alive. I don't know what the fuck you be looking at. I don't know. But the point that I'm making when I say that is your heart is what keeps you alive. That's what keeps you beating. That's what keeps you moving. That's what keeps the rhythm. That's what keeps all of that. Your brain can be dead. It's a lot of motherfucking scarecrows said that shit in this Wizard of Oz. It's a lot of motherfuckers that do a lot of talking and ain't got no brains. I know. I was one of them. I'm still trying to fix my goddamn brains, people. Okay? And I'm 33 years old. This motherfucker still don't be working properly. So I know there's a lot of people out there just bump, and ain't got a goddamn thing going on up there. But you know what happens if this gone? That heart? Nothing. So while I totally 100% understand and agree with the law, I'm learning to understand and agree with the laws of the universe and the all. And yes, the all is mental. But all of those thoughts, all of that, they really can't go anywhere if they don't have anything to pull off of. If they don't have anything to go off of. It's like the Energizer Bunny can't keep going and going if you don't have batteries. I'm going to leave that there, though. So I'm going to finish my night. I got another day of work tomorrow, which I'm cool with. Go in, knock it out. I did awesome this week. I did, like, I've been checking like my energy levels and trying to keep myself up. Each night I got a little bit better. I'm like, oh yeah, but you know, I was proud of myself and stuff like that. I feel good about that. I feel good. This is the man in me. He trying to conquer this insanity, bitch. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, we just trying to make some shit happen. So, and the woman in me is like, yes, baby, let's make it happen. I got you. You feel me? So we a team right here. So this team, we about to finish our night and get ready. It's been a good night. I want to keep talking, but I'm going to save some of this energy and keep it moving. You feel me? Conserve some of it. Save some for myself. Self-love on myself. Get myself ready for this weekend. Next week is Valentine's Day. That don't really mean shit for me, although I am kind of excited. Single and all, I'm still kind of excited. I told you, I've been really highly optimistic. It's bugging me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? It's weird. I'm adjusting. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so peace and love, peoples. I'm out. I'm about to go finish getting educated in the language of the spirits, if you know what I mean. Me and Mary about to go. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.